Hey guys, imagine this. Foldable phones used to feel like fragile little works of art that you baby every second. But what if I told you one just hit the market that's unbelievably tough, lasts forever on a charge, and still looks like a premium luxury piece? That's the Huawei Mate X7. And honestly, foldables are getting reassuringly durable in 2026. All right, let's dive straight in because I've been using this thing for a couple weeks now. And wow, Huawei really focused on the right stuff this year. First up, design. If you love the Mate X6, and I did, you're going to feel right at home here. The X7 doesn't reinvent the wheel visually, and that's actually a good thing. Huawei's design language is just so stylish. That glossy metal frame, the premium faux leather back, I'm rocking the white one, and it feels insanely luxurious. And the new time-space gate camera bump, it's got this cool futuristic vibe without being over the top. But the real game changer is durability. Huawei went all in here. We're talking IP58 plus IP59 water and dust resistance. That's basically flagship level protection for a foldable. You can splash it, rain on it, no sweat, just don't dunk it in the ocean. The new Kunlun glass is tougher. Drops are 20% more survivable, and the hinge got beefed up with better internal structure. The crease? Still there if you look hard, but it's noticeably reduced from the X6. I've been folding and unfolding this thing like crazy. No drama. The screens are stunning too. Cover screen is a perfect 6.49-inch size for quick stuff. Typing messages, scrolling Twitter, whatever. Feels natural, not crammed like some foldables. Inner screen is this massive 8-inch OLED, bright, up to 2500 to 3000 in its peak. Smooth 120Hz LTPO and colors pop. Zero complaints. It's one of the best foldable displays out there right now. Now, performance. The new Kirin 9030 chipset is a step up from the 9020 in the X6. It feels snappier. Graphics drivers are better. I tested some games via WinLater and handled them smoothly. Everyday use? Flawless. UI flies on EMUI 15. Multitasking on that big inner screen is addictive. But let's be real, raw benchmark numbers aren't topping Snapdragon flagships. Huawei is making their own chips under restrictions. So there's a gap. Still, it never stutters or overheats in real life. If you're not chasing leaderboard scores, it's more than enough. Camera time. Huawei always punches above in foldables. Main 50 megapixel sensor is bigger, 1 per 1.28 inch. The telephoto switched to 3.5x with a wider f per 2.2 aperture. Mid-range zoom 3 to 8x. Looks killer. Details stay clean. AI processing is on point. Colors are a touch cooler than the X6, which I actually prefer for natural shots. Long-range zoom past 8x. X6 might edge it out, but for everyday, this thing crushes. Video is solid now after updates fixed early stabilization quirks. It's right up there with Galaxy Fold 7 level. Not revolutionary, but very respectable. Battery life? Oh man, this is where the X7 shines. 5,600 milliamp hours monster battery. I got 7 hours 11 minutes on heavy tests. Way ahead of most foldables. Galaxy Z Fold 7 around 5.5 hours. Pixel 10 Pro Fold similar. Real world? Easily a full day plus. Sometimes 2 if I'm light. Charging is still 66 watts wired. 50 watts wireless. Super fast, no complaints. Audio got a nice bump too. Stereo speakers are louder with better bass. Sounds fuller than the X6. Haptics are decent, nothing mind-blowing. Software. EMUI 15 is super optimized, full of features, customization galore. But yeah, no native Google services. Workarounds like MicroG or Box get your Google account running smoothly for personal stuff. It's not hard. Pro workspace accounts take a bit more effort. Third-party apps like Goo, and no GPay. Curve works for NFC though. If you're tech-savvy, it's manageable. If you live in Google's ecosystem 24/7, might frustrate you. Now, value in 2026. Launch price was around 2,099 euros, roughly 2,300 to 2,500 US dollars, depending on region, or about $1,899 to $2,999 on some importers like Giztop for global or Chinese variants. As of mid-January 2026, it's still premium priced. Official Huawei store holds firm at €2,099 for the 16 gigabytes per 512 gigabytes. But check online. Some retailers and importers drop it to around $1,800 to $2,200, especially with promo codes. Huawei's site has occasional 10% vouchers. Offline in places like Middle East or Asia, you might snag better local deals or bundles. Compared to rivals, Honor Magic V5 is cheaper, around $1,600 to $1,700 range. Pixel 10 Pro Fold starts $1,800. Galaxy Z Fold 7 similar premium territory. The X7 sits at the high end, but you get that insane battery, top-tier durability, and Huawei's camera tuning. If you find a deal under $2,000, it becomes way more tempting. So my personal take? I love this phone. The durability upgrades make me way less paranoid about using a foldable daily. It's reassuring. Battery life is addictive. Design is gorgeous, and once you handle software quirks, it just works beautifully. Is it for everyone? No. If Google services are non-negotiable without hassle, look at Pixel or Samsung. But if you're open to workarounds and want a premium, durable foldable that crushes battery and feels luxurious, the Mate X7 is still a fantastic buy in 2026. Better options exist for pure software ease. But for what it does right, it's one of the best foldables you can get. What do you think? Would you go for the X7 or stick with something more mainstream? Drop a comment. Smash that like if you're into foldables, and subscribe for more Real Talk reviews. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.